You don't die when the body stops. I mean that literally. For 30 plus years, I've studied and experienced a lot, including testimonies from people who clinically died and came back, all saying the same thing. Yes, the body stops, but awareness, you will keep going. I used to think life was random. You show up, live your life, hope for the best. Then I studied documented accounts from those who remembered before birth. They described choosing their future parents, arranging meetups with souls, and creating some of their life's major challenges. This is all somehow mixed in with free will. I know, sounds a bit out there, but here's some more info. Here's what the science and experiences show. Researchers Dr. Bruce Grayson and Dr. Sam Parnia have spent years studying thousands of near-death experiences, and they keep finding the same themes again and again in people's accounts. People don't just describe lights or floating, they describe things that don't make sense if life is random. They talk about a sense of planning or agreement before being born, consciousness existing outside the body before physical life, recognizing future loved ones before ever meeting them here on Earth. So here's what I kept running into. In pre-birth memory accounts, people don't describe choosing every tiny detail of a life. They describe choosing the pillars, the parents who would shape them, even in ways that feel harsh, the emotional terrain they will have to walk through, and the kind of person they are trying to become on the other side of it. They describe it like looking at a life from above and saying, yes, that's what I aim to accomplish. Not because it's easy, because it's actually shaping your soul. How? Maybe to be resilient or strong or caring due to your life circumstances. For example, we emphasize with one another when we can relate to how they feel. And this is the part people misunderstand. It's not that you chose pain because you wanted to suffer. It's that you chose a life with real stakes, because a life with no stakes doesn't transform you. People describe choosing themes, not a script, themes. Teach me patience, teach me courage, teach me forgiveness, teach me what love really costs, teach me how to stay open even when life is heavy. That's what keeps showing up, not punishment, contrast, not doom, growth that can only happen through experience. One of the clearest voices on this subject is Christian Sundberg. He has many memories of his pre-birth planning. He describes choosing Earth intentionally, not because it was perfect, but because it offered emotional contrast and consequences that help you grow. And the most important twist in these accounts is this: you agreed to forget the planning part, because discovery inside our life is part of the design. In other words, you don't learn from a script you memorized. You learn from the one you forgot you wrote. So if life ever felt like it was breaking you open, that doesn't automatically mean you're off the rails. It might mean you're in the exact part where the lesson becomes real. And if you're sitting there thinking, why would I ever choose the hard parts? The better question is, what was I trying to become by choosing them? Because the same truth keeps showing up across near-death accounts too. When the body stops, awareness continues. So your story doesn't end when the body does. It explains itself later. So how is free will infused with decisions made before a lifetime? It works like this. You chose the major themes, people, challenges, and turning points ahead of time. But you didn't choose how you'd respond to them. The blueprint sets the stage. Free will writes the performance. You pick the arena, the relationships, the emotional weather, the lessons you wanted access to. But every reaction, pivot, healing, mistake, and breakthrough inside life is yours to decide in real time. Which means you weren't forced into your life. You walked into it with intent, then steered it with free will once you arrived. You planned the pillars, then choose the path through them. Then it all intertwines and fits together, not always perfectly, of course. And if you need to make a change and don't like the direction you're heading, do your best to start steering your ship in a different direction. What I described only begins to touch the surface of this incredible subject. References are included at the end of this video to substantiate what I said. Remember, life never ends, and love is forever. Till next time.